Elizabeth, and I'm a certified personal trainer and nutritionist, and today I have a full body stretch and tone workout. So the idea behind these videos, this is not the first one I've done, it's not going to be the last one, hint hint, is that the workouts incorporate both aspects of flexibility and stretching to help with mobility and to relax the body, as well as toning. And the toning aspects really work deep within the muscles and help with body alignment and creating stronger type 1 muscles to help improve balance and prevent injuries. So before we begin, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and if you'd like to help contribute, you can go to my channel page. In the About there's a link for donations. I also have an inspirational phrase to share with you before we get started. It says, "Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for the day, and creates a vision for tomorrow." And I like this because gratitude makes everything better. It really does. Sometimes, if you're having a bad day, you'll think to yourself like, oh, my car, it's a turkey, and a turkey isn't an insult. Obviously, it's not physically a turkey. So in my household, when something silly happens, that means that you're a turkey. And anyway, so basically the gist is that when you're having a bad day, it's hard to perceive your life as a wonderful, happy place. But sometimes you'll be having a great day, and you think to yourself, wow, I love my job, my family's great, and, I'm just so happy to be here. But you should try to be grateful every day, and this will fix lots of problems, even things that are like challenging or hardships. And in my own life, I have become grateful for those things too. At some point in my life, I was very wounded, or I felt like bitter, I guess, or jaded. I had a really difficult life, and that continued on into my adulthood, and I started to wonder if my life was ever going to get better. And I started to train myself to perceive the world differently. And with that practice, eventually I learned to be grateful for my hardships and the things they've taught me and how they have developed me. And I think that gratitude can basically mend everything. And it helps with the future because it gives you something to look forward to. And all things are temporary, and sometimes good times don't last. But there's a phrase that says, when life is hard, say thank you and try to learn. And when life is good, say thank you and enjoy. So with that being said, we can begin our stretch and tone. The first thing that we have is a compressor. And so this is a stretching exercise for the hip and lower back, but it also is going to work the obliques and the main part of the core. So you begin in your V-sit like this, with your feet on the ground, and you have this little V here, and you're going to extend one leg. You're going to lay down and then hug that knee, and then pull yourself back up. So we're going to alternate our sides for 10. on to our next movement, which is similar but different. This This one is going to focus on the hip flexor. It also does the main part of the core, and it's going to stretch the hamstring and the hip. So this one's a single leg drop to a knee in. So you begin with your body like an L, and you're going to drop one leg, and then tuck it in, then hug, and then extend back up. So we're going to do that alternating for 10. And then we're on to our next exercise, which is a little more challenging. But don't worry, because there's a wide range of difficulties in here. So this one is more challenging. As I said, it's a bent knee leg lift to a plow. This is going to work the lower abdomen, and it's going to stretch the back and the back of the legs, or the hamstrings. So you can tuck your hands on your bottom to support your lower back. You're bringing your legs up in a bent position above you. You're going to push them away, lift up, bring your feet behind, and come back. So we're going to do that for 8 times. Our next exercise is a fist salutation to a side out. It's going to stretch along the side here, and it's going to work the side of the leg. So you're going to put your fist in your hand, give a fist salutation. When you come back, swing your leg out. And we're going to do that alternating sides for 10. On to our next exercise, which is the deflator. So you're going to place your legs together, put your hands together up at the top, and you're going, if you've ever seen those advertisement things with the wind, they like dance in the wind, that's just what this reminds me of. So what you're going to do is you're going to deflate down to one side, come up, and then deflate down to the other side. And we're going to alternate sides for 8. Then we're on to our next exercise. So we're going to come down to the floor, and this time we're doing a variation of the clam. So you're going to begin with one leg out to the side and one up, and your feet together. And you're going to lift this one leg that's up to the side, but you're also going to extend it at the same time. So it looks like this. And this is going to work the inner thigh. So we're going to do 6 on each side. Once you've done all 6, switch. next exercise, which is a circle sit-up. So this is for upper body mobility and core strength. So you're going to begin with your legs together, and you're going to take your hands around like a circle, and then bring them through. So from this way, your circle looks like this. So we're going to do that for 6. And then we're on to our next exercise, which is the saw with hip flexor lift. And so the saw is from Pilates. You're going to sit with your legs a little bit apart, and you're going to come to the side, and then hip flexor lift. And we're going to alternate sides for 10. And then we're on to our next exercise, which is a side lunge to a salute up. So you're going to be strengthening and stretching along the inner thigh and hip, and then when you come up into your salute, you're stretching along the mid-back and oblique area. So first you're going to begin in your side lunge, and then you're going to twist your body away as far as you can. So we're going to do that alternating for 8. And then we're on to our last exercise, which is a seated tree sit-up. So you're going to have your legs like a 4, as if you were doing yoga and you had your tree pose, but it's on the ground. You're going to recline. You're going to come into a sit-up. We're already 4 on each side. So let's begin. And then that concludes our full body stretch and tone workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out more of my other videos on YouTube under Wellness by Elizabeth, and like, subscribe, and share.